Stephen A., what message did Mr. Irving send?
Well, first of all, Kyrie Irving, I mean, he had moments. He didn't have a big game statistically, but he had moments where he put on the show. He just showed you just the kind of ability that we all know that he has. The kid is spectacular. There's no way around that. Yes, they did not have Kevin Durant, and the Los Angeles Lakers did not have Anthony Davis. But watching this game, the message that I peeled from it is that, as I said before, the Brooklyn Nets are coming out of the Eastern Conference. They will be in the NBA Finals, barring any significant injuries. And as far as I'm concerned, last night to me said to me that they should be the championship favorites. The Brooklyn Nets should be the favorites to win the world championship. The questionable health of Anthony Davis, combined with the way the offense is playing, the fluidity, the distribution of the basketball, the Joe Harrises of the world in the starting lineup, the Jeff Green, how you could go small the way Brooklyn did last night. You know, Bruce Brown, along with Joe Harris, along with Kyrie and James Harden, with Jeff Green playing the center spot. You got 4 or 5 guys on the floor that are all a threat from three-point range. They went relatively small, and they definitely had an advantage over the Los Angeles Lakers in the first quarter because LeBron obviously only had 7 points in the first quarter, couldn't really get it going. You expected him to attack from the interior all night long. He did it enough, but in the same breath, he was still struggling from three-point range, which was predictable. In the end, I'm just looking at the Brooklyn Nets right now and the way they're getting others involved, the Joe Harrises, the Jeff Greens of the world, the Landry Shamits of the world, and what they can do from the perimeter, and the fact that these guys are literally feeding the basketball. You see the effect that Steve Nash and Mike D'Antoni, the offensive minds that they have, coming into play here. And by the way, they get defensive stops at times when they need them as well. So I look at all of that, and I'm willing to declare here today that the Brooklyn Nets should be the favorites to win the chip. They should be the favorites to win it all. That's where I'm at right now. That's what I peeled from last night.
The message that Kyrie and Harden sent to LeBron last night was real, recognize real. Game, recognize game. And when Kyrie, remember back, Stephen A., when Kyrie made the comments about KD and how for the first time at the end of a game, he sees another dude who, he wasn't lying. What he's showing is he wasn't lying. I think he ignored LeBron's judgment. I'd still rather have the ball in LeBron's hands with everything he can do with the ball, including score. But what Kyrie was talking about is a guy he trusts in that moment to hit a shot from anywhere, just like he can. Harden, too. James Harden has played with some great players. He was too young to know how to be great with other great players when he was first in OKC. That's why he and Westbrook couldn't share the floor. That's why he used him as a sixth man. And he wasn't very good there either when the pressure mounted. And later in Houston, when he got Chris Paul, let's not forget, by the time the playoffs rolled around, Chris Paul was probably off a step, probably missed it because of injuries. It made him look like he was declining. And Westbrook is not a shooter to begin with. This is the first time James Harden and Kyrie Irving are playing. Last night it was with one other guy, but when KD is healthy, it's 2 other guys who are just like them that way, who they trust to hit a big shot from anywhere on the court at any given time, especially when it matters. And you saw it, you brought up Kyrie Irving. The numbers don't tell the story from Kyrie's game yesterday. Yes, we showed some highlights. He hit some very tough shots late, but we know his skill level. He can do that. But it was Kyrie's willingness to move the ball. Not just the assist, but the hockey assist, the assist that led to the assist, the pass that led to the assist. The way they move the ball unselfishly, James Harden, too, his court vision. I knew James Harden could pass, but oh my God, the court vision he's shown since he's come to the Nets. It's the same sort of thing. These guys see game, recognize game. That dude's just like me. Can get his own shot at any time as well as anyone who ever lived, and can hit it from anywhere as well as anyone who ever lived. You went through the Nets roster, Stephen A. What about TLC in the corner, right? Their guys are wide open because of these players' gravity and their unselfish play. And the message they sent to LeBron, of course, is we're coming, but it's because game, recognize game. They're playing unselfish basketball.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.